Wherever you are, welcome to another of my takes on China, and I'm going to come right out and say it. I'm probably one of the few people in China who hasn't seen Ne Zha 2. I'm sure there must be many more, but I haven't seen it, and among my friends here, I'm one of the only ones who hasn't. Maybe the only one. Kids are going to see it because it's a fun-packed, entertaining 2 hours and 23 minutes. Their parents are taking them and they're enjoying the movie because it's one of those great movies that isn't just a cartoon for the kids. It's got far more levels that parents can appreciate and enjoy just as much as the kids do. Teachers are going because they need to talk about it in school. Teenagers are going because it's cool and they're enjoying it. While grandparents are taking their young charges, sometimes begrudgingly because they would have better things to do with 2.5 hours. But they're all, 100% of them, coming out and saying how marvelous this is. Now I'm really interested in seeing it because I've seen how it transcends all ages in terms of entertainment. But there's something more. Academics are going to watch it too. In the opinion of one of my friends, Andy Mock, who wrote an article that I've linked for China Focus, it represents a cultural inflection point. Andy points out that this is active audience engagement, and it's an innovation that China is now exporting to the world. And it's this phenomenon that I want to talk about right now. So Ne Zha isn't just a movie. It's entertainment for most, it's research for some, it's soft power in a diplomatic sense, and the phenomenon it belongs to is so big, it's likely to have an impact on China's GDP and spending patterns. Remember China's Wandering Earth blockbuster movie, the recent release of Black Myth Wukong game, and of course, who can forget the Shao Hong Shu moment, Red Note. These are all indicators that the world's entertainment is changing, and it is more China-centric. I'm 66 years old, and the last time I can remember anything like this, I was just 19. Star Wars, the first in a series, came out in 1977, and it was amazing. Nothing had been seen like this before. I was the middle of 5 boys in my family, and I had a much younger brother. I still have a younger brother, but he's in his 50s now. When he was just 7 or 8 years old, he had all the toys. And we all saw the movie, as did my poor long-suffering mum. In my house there was a Millennium Falcon, a Land Speeder, a Battlestar Galacta, and dozens of small figures. In fact, one company in Cincinnati, Ohio was responsible for most of them, as well as most of my own childhood toys. Kenner Toys. They made Play-Doh, they made Spirograph, they made toy guns, and until 1977 they were just one of the world's most successful toy companies. Then in 1977 they went ballistic because they won the rights to create the Star Wars characters, and they went from a $100 million business to more than $200 million almost overnight. Almost everyone of my generation knows the names Tonka Toys, Hasbro, Parker Brothers. These were all part of Kenner's success story, but despite massive successes and incredible products, including Stretch Armstrong, G.I. Joe, Action Man if you're English, the Batman characters, all the Jurassic Park characters, the Ghostbuster figurines, these were all American icons, and the US production of Kenner was shut down in 2000 because during the latter part of the last century, almost all production was moved first to Hong Kong and then to mainland China. And this is where Dongguan comes in. One factory called Woe Factory had an initial order of 10,000 sets of Ne Zha characters. A couple of weeks ago that was. The order has now grown several hundred times and continues to grow with new orders and inquiries coming in for new products. Heng Li Thai Craft Products is another one. They're currently working 24/7 to produce cards, posters, badges, literally tens of millions of items. And because it's so big, they're utilizing the supply chains, the logistics, and they're partnering with dozens of other companies to meet with global demand. One other company reported it's currently working daily overtime to keep up with demand on existing products, whilst also working on developing a new range of new items. And just 2 years ago, these factories reported that 40% of their products were based on Chinese IP. The remaining 60% were mostly American products. the trend has changed, with Chinese IP taking up the vast majority, if not all, of their workloads. So the phenomenon, which isn't new but is new to China, has benefited Dongguan enormously. Ne Zha isn't just a movie. It's a complete chain of events that's lifting the economy. 13,000 new companies were registered in China in 2024 just in the trendy toy category. IP registrations are up, logistics are up as millions of items need to be transported and delivered, retail sales are up as shops run out of stock as soon as they get them, Taobao sales on these products have gone through the roof, reaching sales of over 500 billion RMB. Even the movie Wandering Earth managed to raise over 140 million RMB through crowdfunding for merchandise alone. So whether you want a plastic figure, an intricately engraved metal collectible, a badge, a fridge magnet, a key ring, a tag for your backpack, a set of swapping cards, it really doesn't matter. You can get it in China, on Taobao, or through a retailer, but the chances are it was made right here in the Greater Bay Area in Dongguan. This is $1 billion market, it's locally driven, and it's just across the water from where I live. No wonder I love living here. It's all happening. Thanks once again for watching my take on China. Please don't forget, like, share, subscribe, and I will see you next time. Bye for now.